Well, my background's been quite a bit long, I guess. You know, this is my 45th year coming up to coach football, 40 of them in college, 1 in professional and 4 in high school. I'm from a little town in Ohio, steel mill town called Bryan, Ohio. Played football at the University of West Virginia under Coach Carlin, and at that time Coach Bowden, Bobby Bowden, was our offensive coordinator the 4 years I was there, and I learned a lot from both of those people. Went there from become the first graduate assistant in the history of University of Rhode Island in football. Was there for 2 years, received my master's degree, and then got my first full-time job at Idaho State University. So I've been fortunate to be all over the country at all different levels of football, and it's been a great career. Well, we like a motivated player, you know, and a player that has a lot of character. One of the first things we always do in a recruiting meeting when a player comes up, the first thing we talk about is character. And the one question I always ask my assistant coaches: can this young man room with your son? And if they hesitate or him and haw around, then we move on to the next guy. So we want people here who want to be successful in college, want to go to school, want to graduate, and want to play in a winning football program. Well, I describe myself as a coach. I already think I'm a player's coach. I enjoy the players. I like to have a lot of fun with them. We have a line that's hard but fair. We want to make sure that the players succeed, and that's one of my biggest things. One of the things I always tell our players, it's when you're done playing football, nobody really cares that you played football. Are you prepared to go out in society and do your job? And that's one thing we want to make sure that our players do. I think probably the 2 biggest things I'm most proud of accomplishments being here is, number one, being able to be involved in a program that was really at the bottom of the barrel as far as wins and stuff like that, and winning its first MEAC championship. And then I think secondly, and there's no certain order, but our graduation rate since I've been here has almost tripled. And that's really the whole thing about making sure these young men graduate. I think Norfolk State has a lot to offer players. First of all, we've got a great school with a great location. We've really got good facilities, but probably the biggest thing that I think people overlook sometimes, it's not the buildings that make the university, it's the people inside the buildings that make the university. And there's so many good people here at all levels from top to bottom that it's a great place to go to school, and it's a great place to get an education. I think the thing I like most about coaching, and if it's not, is the passion's still there. If you don't have the passion to coach, then it's time to get out. But it's the players. You know, when you recruit good players and have a lot of fun with the players, it's just a big positive thing. It's something that you really don't want to give up. And then I think also here at the university, I said before, there's so many good people here from top to bottom that it's a lot of fun and it's a great environment to be in. I think the biggest thing here, and I tell the players here all the time, that the people here from top to bottom want to see you succeed. So if they come in here and try to work like that, there's going to be a lot of help here for them. And people bend over backwards a lot of times to try to help you. As you know, every place you go, things don't always go smoothly. But I think probably the biggest thing, instead of saying that we can, it's always, well, let's find a way to make it work. And that's just a real positive place to be at. Well, with the new season coming back, you know, we certainly were disappointed how last year went with us. But, you know, that's the way football goes. Every year you start off 0-0, and you have to go out and play. The anticipation is very high. Our kids have worked very hard in the off-season program. We've had a nice recruiting year from top to bottom, and with some good additions. And again, we have a veteran football team coming back, particularly on the defensive side of the ball, and I think in our offensive line and receiver position. So it's fun. We're playing the toughest schedule in the history of the school, playing, you know, 2 Division I teams, CAA team, Big South team, and then probably really a murderer's row, I think, in the MEAC when you're playing Bethune-Cookman and Hampton and South Carolina State, and all those people right in a row again, as we usually do. But that's the thing we like about it. It's a great challenge, and we're looking forward to it.